Hello everyone, how is it going? My name is Jack Southall and I'm here for my Battleground 2015 review, and yeah, that just happened. Very enjoyable show. Probably my second favorite pay-per-view of the year, right behind WrestleMania. I loved Battleground. This was great. So let's not muck about. Let's get right into it. So we're starting off with the pre-show with King Barrett versus R-Truth. Again, if you can believe that. Let me just move this camera up a bit. There we go. So yeah, we've seen this match 20 bazillion times. We're all sick of it. But at the end, Wade Barrett ended up getting the win. Oh, excuse me, King Barrett, because Vince McMahon doesn't like the word Wade, apparently. So, yeah, King Barrett got the win and pretty much made a peasant out of R-Truth. So, yeah, Barrett gets the win. Sweet, no one gave a shit. Let's get into it. So, our first match here was Sheamus versus the hometown boy, Randy Orton. We were in St. Louis, Missouri tonight. And, Randy Orton comes out, he gets a good ovation from the crowd. During the match, Sheamus hit like 3 Irish curse backbreakers. I thought this match was going to be very boring, but it actually turned out being quite okay. Yeah, like I said before, the 3 Irish curses, that looked pretty bad. I mean, like on Orton, I mean, that would hurt quite a lot. Then, during the match, it just throwing some strikes, doing some moves to each other, and then Randy Orton goes up and hits a superplex. Very well done, by the way, by Randy Orton. It just looked fantastic. And, yeah, the crowd made this match, man. They really did. Then Sheamus locked in the cloverleaf, and then Orton eventually got out of it. Sheamus went to pick him up, and then out of nowhere, boom! RKO out of nowhere. At 1, 2, 3, Randy Orton wins the match. I quite enjoyed it. It definitely exceeded my expectations. I thought this was going to be an absolute bore fest, but it didn't. It was very decent. Good job to Orton and Sheamus for putting on a good enough match. So then we get a backstage segment with like JoJo, who's like one of the smallest divas ever. She's so cute. And Stephanie McMahon comes in and she's talking about, oh, the Divas Revolution, and there's going to be a triple threat match from all 3 teams tonight. So that's good. Who are the 3 divas? We're going to have to find out. So then we get to our next match, the Primetime Players versus the New Day for the WWE Tag Team Championships. This was a great tag team match. New Day were on fire. Xavier Woods was fucking hilarious. He's talking about tricep meat or whatever the hell he was talking about, and I think Darren or Titus did a leg drop, and he was like, worst leg drop ever. Like, not in that voice, but you know, like comic book guy from The Simpsons. He kind of reminded me of that. He was just hilarious on the outside. So it was Kofi and Big E playing, of course. And there was this really cool spot where I think Darren was like on the apron, and then Big E did like, he was on the apron and he ran up and did a splash onto Darren Young. Looked very brutal. Bump. And so at the end, Titus O'Neil came in. He was on fire. He was great throughout this. And he ended up getting the win, and the Primetime Players retained. Very happy. Primetime Players were great, especially Titus. He looked awesome tonight. New Day are still entertaining as shit. And yeah, I'm excited to see where the Primetime Players go with this feud. Are they going to continue with the New Day, or going to move on to another team, maybe the Ascension, Lucha Dragons? Who knows? But then our next match we have here is Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. This was a close second. This is in my match of the night category right now, because this was very good. So Bray Wyatt comes out. Of course, we all know the story. Wyatt's been targeting Roman, anyone but you, and you know, trying to bring Roman down pretty much. And so he arrives, fans love him. Roman Reigns gets a okay reaction, and during the match, Bray had like a rest hold that he would not let go. He just keeps cinching it in. Roman then eventually got out, and then he hit a couple of strikes, and you can hear those bastards connect. It was like, like that. It was great. And then there was this awesome reversal where Roman Reigns, you know how he runs up and does that drop kick onto the apron? Well, Wyatt just comes up and clotheslines him. It was fantastic to see. Definitely such a cool reversal there. And then they're fighting on the top, and I'm thinking, wait, another superplex? But no, it ended up being Roman Reigns hitting a powerbomb from off the top rope. Good stuff there. And then he then hits Superman punch, but Wyatt kicks out. And then he hits right hook clothesline, and that looked great. Does this creepy spider walk. We're getting ready for the Sister Abigail. And then that doesn't happen, but then they go to the outside. Wyatt grabs like 2 chairs underneath, but Roman's like, nah, stuff ya. And he decides to throw all the chairs in the ring. And then all of a sudden, this dude in a hoodie starts attacking him. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I saw this guy with a big bushy black beard, and I'm like, that's Luke Harper. Yeah, that's Harper. Bray Wyatt hits Sister Abigail in the ring, and he wins the match. Luke Harper comes in to be revealed as the Mystery Man. And, yeah, this looks like a Wyatt reunion. All we need is Eric Rowan, and we're all set, which I'm very excited for. Happy that Luke Harper is joining back. Very cool match, actually. I'm very interested to see where the Wyatt family is going to go into this match. Are they going to fuck around with Roman? Obviously, they're going to have a match before SummerSlam. This is destined for a rematch. But yeah, very enjoyable match. Definitely some of the reversals were sick, especially the dropkick one. That was great. So yeah, Wyatt reunion, I'm down for. So yeah, good stuff here between these two. Then we get the Triple Threat Divas match we've all been waiting for. So there's like 3 teams, and they get to pick which one goes in. There's Team Bad, Beautiful and Dangerous, which is made up of Naomi, Tamina, and Sasha Banks. We have Team Paige, of course, Paige, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. And Team Bella, Brie, Nikki, and Alicia Fox. So the choices were Charlotte from Team Paige, Sasha Banks from Team Bad, and Nikki Bella was going, but she's like, nah, Brie, get in there. And she's like, alright. And so, yeah, very good Divas match. Definitely the best Divas match on WWE pay-per-view so far. There was a spot where, like, Brie was coming in, and she tried to do the yes kick, and they looked completely shite. But she tried, which was pretty adorable. Yeah, and then they did the spot where everyone dives onto each other, because everyone's on the inside. And then, yeah, Charlotte and Sasha Banks stole the show for this match, in my opinion. Sasha then got the Banks statement on, which is like a backstabber, rolls it up into like a weird crossface. Very cool. But, of course, Brie has to break it up. But then Charlotte hits her figure 8, which is like the figure 4. But then like she does some creepy Bray Wyatt spider walk kind of thing while she's hooking it in. Brie taps out. She can't have it. And Charlotte wins the match. So I was cheering for Sasha Banks, but I didn't care. Charlotte was awesome. Sasha was awesome, and I gotta give props to Brie as well. She did great. So, yeah, but Charlotte and Sasha Banks are on another level from the Bellas. So, yeah, the Divas division is looking really cool right now. Can't wait to see what they're gonna do for SummerSlam. Then we get to our next contest, which is the United States Championship match. John Cena defending against Kevin Owens. Oh boy. Of course, this match kicked ass. Owens came in, Cena came in, they did great. Owens did like a swanton bomb kind of thing, but Cena put his legs up to reverse. Then Owens did like the 5 moves of doom. He's doing the shot tackle, he's doing the you can't see me, hits that, goes to hit AA, but Cena reverses. Owens decides to talk some shit to Michael Cole, which I loved. And then Cena did his leg drop off the top rope. And then Owens reversed it into a powerbomb, which looked great. And then Owens actually hit the AA, and then right afterwards put in the STF, which was awesome. Cena's like getting to the ropes, ends up grabbing it, and then we get the spinning DDT from the top from Cena. Owens kicks out, and then we get the springboard stunner. But Owens is like, nah, eat this clothesline, you bitch, and which was sweet. And then he kicks out the Attitude Adjustment again. Then fucking John Cena does the AA off the top rope, and Owens kicks out. I'm like, the shit? But then, of course, Cena puts in the STF, Owens taps out, and Cena wins. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. This match was going so well. This is probably a fantastic match, of course. But Cena, of course, makes Owens tap. I mean, seriously, he did an AA off the top rope, and he kicks out of that. But when he locks in that STF, nah, man, too much. I do not think this is the end for Kevin Owens. I definitely don't. What I've been hearing is that there's going to be... What I've been seeing is that Rusev and Cesaro fatal 4-way for the United States title, which I'd be down for. I think that'd be a very good match. And hopefully in that one, Owens wins the title, and we lead to an Owens-Cesaro feud. How awesome would that be? Holy shit. 2 Ring of Honor guys going at it. Man, just... Owens has to say something tomorrow night on Raw. He has to. He's not going to be pleased with it. And then Rusev and Cesaro come out and say, oh, we deserve a shot because we put on a great fight against Cena. And then they all get to fight for the championship. So, yeah, that's what I want to see happen. By the people that are saying, oh, Owens' career is dead down the NXT, shut the fuck up. Just, ugh. They piss me off. But then, after that, it's still a fantastic match, by the way. The Miz comes in, and he's like, oh, shut up, calm down, you St. Louis peasants, whatever. And he's talking a bunch of shit, saying that if Ryback was here, he'd be IC champion. Then Big Show comes in, and because Miz said something about how Big Show should go back to the Attitude Era or whatever, Big Show didn't like that and went, knocked him out and just left. So that segment was a bit of a waste of time, but I think they had to get Miz and Big Show on the cards, so whatever. Then we get to the main event. Oh boy. Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Alright, this was interesting for one main reason. I'm going to get to that. Rollins came out first, which I hate. Like, I always like when the challenges come out before the champion, but it's Lesnar. He's the big name. He has to come out first. So Seth comes in. And so both men are here. And then Seth Rollins just runs away like a pussy because that's what he does best. He's a chicken shit heel. But then I think like Lesnar jumped over the barricade and hit the suplexes on him. Rollins got some offense finally, and then there were just a bunch of suplexes all over the place. I think it was like 13 suplexes in total. But how it ended was, of course, he's about to hit the F5 out of nowhere until Gong Undertaker shows up. What the fuck? Because I don't know. The rumors must have been true then. Taker comes in and he hits like 2 tombstone pile drivers on Lesnar, and I'm like, what the shit? And he ends the pay-per-view there. So Taker and Lesnar at SummerSlam, I guess. Like, yeah, definitely didn't see that coming. I know that was a rumor people said on the interwebs, but yeah, you know, I enjoyed it. I love seeing Undertaker come back, but I think I'll just wrap it up here. My match of the night is Cena and Owens. What a surprise. But even if the ending and the winner was shit, overall I'll give this pay-per-view an 8.5 out of 10. Very, very great stuff here. Just all across the board. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Comment down below your thoughts on this pay-per-view. And make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more stuff from me. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at JuckermanLaw31. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with my Raw review. And I am out in 3, 2, 1.